Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Menzi Mchunu, and today I will be presenting a project about climate change belief analysis. So, this project is about companies want to find out what people believe in climate change. So, whether people believe in climate change or not, and they want to tailor make their product based on what their customers prefer. So, this project is brought to you by Explore Data Science Academy and Kaggle. Now, I'll take you through the background, introduction, problem statement, exploratory data analysis, the findings, and conclusion. Now, what is climate change? So, climate change includes both the global warming driven by house, driven by human emission of greenhouse gases, and the result of large scale shift in weather patterns. So now the greenhouse gases trap heat and make air less permeable, and thus raising the temperature across the globe. So yeah, and then the impact caused by climate change. So now, the drastic increase in temperature has caused the ice sheets to melt rather quickly. And then, for an example, an 8 degrees Fahrenheit increase in temperature has a very grim ramification for all living beings on Earth. And the melting of polar ice sheets, specifically the Greenland ice cap, um, raises sea levels. So the increase in sea level makes life harder for all Arctic creatures. So for an example, on this image here, you can see that most of the ice have melted due to greenhouse gases. So now these penguins have a very small ice um, to stay on. So these are just one of the effects of the greenhouse gases. Now, introduction. Many companies are built around lessening the environmental impact of these greenhouse gases or carbon footprint, and they want to offer products that are environmentally friendly and sustainable and in line with what they believe is true and what they think their product should be like. Now, we want to build a machine learning model that is able to classify whether or not a person believes in climate change based on their tweets, so that the companies can build products based on the majority of views so that they can make profit. So now, the exploratory data analysis. Now, so when it comes to the sentiment, so when you look at the top right graph, you see the sentiment -1, 0, 1, 2. So -1 stands for anti, which is people, which is tweets that don't believe in man-made climate change. Then 0, which are neutral, which are neither supporting nor disagreeing with man-made climate change. And then 1, which is the pro, which is called pro, which is people, which is the tweets that believe in man-made climate change, and sentiment two, which is factual news about climate change. So now, when you look at the top graph, you see that most people that believe most people that tweet about climate change are people who are pro climate change, people who believe in man-made climate change. And then now when you look at the bottom right graph, you see also that the sentiment one, which indicates pro, most people who believe in climate change, in man-made climate change, actually tweet about it and have a very longer tweet length as compared to the other categories. Now, how did we save this problem? So we trained 5 different classification models. Some of them are random forest, decision tree, and so on. And then we created an app for business to use so that the models can actually classify tweets based on the four categories, which are anti, news, neutral, and pro. So on your right, you can see a graph that actually shows the F1 score for each and every model that we used. So now, when it comes to the Streamlit app, it's a very simple app. So what you do is you enter your tweet, and then you choose your model that you wanna work with, and then you classify the tweet. So as you can see, the tweet that says global warming isn't real because it was cold today. Also, great news. World hunger is over because I just ate. So this tweet is a pro tweet, which means this person does believe in man-made climate change. So the app was able to classify the tweet correctly. So now, in conclusion, so most companies can use this app as a marketing strategy. So the companies can actually target people instead of trying to market their product on everyone, right? So this can be the app can be a form of a strategy. So people, for an example, they can have 100 tweets, and in that 100 tweets, they can classify all the tweets and see which like what who actually believes in climate change and who actually doesn't believe in climate change, and if their product is tailor-made for people who believe in climate change, and then they will only sell or approach people that believe in man-made climate change if their product and services are aligned with those kind of values. Thank you very much for your time. um, yeah.